state your name, please?
Richard Barron.
And your occupation?
Teacher.
What do you teach?
My main subject is biology.
Mr. Behrens, how long have you known Francis Schroeder?
Approximately 21 years.
And how did you first meet her?
My first meeting was at the Unitarian Church in New York.
And you think that would have been in what year?
Approximately 1962 or 1963. I believe it was 1963.
Oh, is it empty?
This one must be very popular. Let's try this one over here. I haven't seen you before, which means you haven't been here before, because if you had been here before, there is no way I wouldn't have seen you here before.
Oh, I don't know. I might just have melted into the throng, given my shy and retiring manner.
No way. And if someone said, describe this person you met at the church coffee hour the other day in 2 words, shy and retiring, wouldn't be either one of them.
You're very receptive.
Dick Behrens.
Francis Gentile. At least that's my name until my divorce becomes final, which it will any day now. You a regular here?
A regular one.
Oh, très amusant.
Parlez-vous français, madame?
Well, I only know 3 French phrases, and I don't know you well enough to say the other 2.
Let me see if I can guess.
Oh, don't you dare.
So, you a new member of the congregation, or did you just come here to meet new people like most everybody else?
No, my sister brought me here. She's been here before. Speak of the devil.
Are you about ready to go?
Meryl, I'd like you to meet Richard Behrens. This is my sister, Marilyn Reagan, and her husband, Robert.
How do you do, Mr.
Behrens, but you can call me Dick. I've been called Weiss.
Mr. Gentile, after she left you, did Frances eventually begin divorce proceedings?
Yes.
And at what point in time was that, sir?
That was 1964.
Was your divorce trial what you would term a friendly trial?
No.
Did there come a time in your marriage, Mrs. Gentile, when there was a cessation of intimate relations between you and your husband?
Well, from the spring of 1962 until I left him that following summer, we had sex only once. It's a year and a half.
Oh, any particular reason for that?
Well, I talked to him about the lack of sex, and I asked him why he did not want to have sex with me. I asked him if he was having sex with someone else. And he said he had an allergy.
What kind of allergy?
He said he had an allergy to sex. And then he accused me of being unfaithful.
Well, did he make any specific allegation in that regard?
Oh, well, he was insanely jealous of everyone. He accused me of having relations with my doctors, with my dentist, with my analyst, with my gynecologist, and with one of the neighbors.
Now, were any of these accusations true, Mrs. Gentile?
They were all absolutely false.
Now, was there ever a time, Mr. Gentile, when you changed your office hours at your wife's request?
Yes.
Leaving to go to your business at 7:30 a.m., sometimes earlier?
Yes, that's right.
In order that you could return to your apartment at 10 or 11 for an hour or so?
Yes.
For what purpose, Mr. Gentile?
For the purpose to make love. She preferred to make the love after the breakfast.
Oh, God. If I had known how early I was going to have to get up in the morning, I would never have taken him to court.
I should think you'd be more bothered about having to tell all this personal sex business for all the world to hear, rather than how early you had to get up to tell it.
My life is an open book.
I have nothing to be ashamed of. Seems to me it's about time you just admitted you married the wrong fella and ruined everybody's life.
I ruined everyone's life. I married... Who did you marry? How many lives did you ruin? You married a man who doesn't care about anything except money, money, money. When he dies, he'll probably bury it all with him. He didn't even go to his daughter's wedding. It's no wonder Marilyn eloped.
I think he would have gone to Marilyn's wedding if she'd married natural instead of running off all in secret.
I ruined lives. That is rich. And where is your son? Or have you forgotten? You know where Granny's son is? Granny's son is a helpless, emotionally crippled schizophrenic locked up for life in a mental hospital. That's where Granny's son is. And not even a private hospital, a public state hospital. You know the reason why? It's the M-O-N-E-Y, sometimes known as Bucks. That's where your Uncle Robert is. And with a lobotomy to boot. You know what a lobotomy is? Don't ask.
That operation was none of my doing. It was altogether your father's idea. But I don't think the doctors would have done it if it wasn't the right thing to do.
You can't trust doctors. Who can you trust? You know what my psychiatrists have always said about you.
How did they say anything? They don't even know me.
Why don't you just go back to Utah?
You need me. No matter what you say. They always blame the mother.
If my lawyer knew I was alone with a man in his apartment right now, he'd have a conniption.
I don't see why. By now, everybody in town knows you only like action after breakfast.
Not the only. By no means the only.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, don't get any ideas. I only like you as a friend, Dickie. Would you be my friend?
Well, the only thing is, I'm not allergic to sex. Was that on the level? Personally, I can't see anybody being allergic to sex with you around, kiddo. Was that on the level?
Please, I was under oath, wasn't I? Truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
You are something else altogether, Francis. You know it?
Here's to the start of a beautiful friendship.